How is this channel making $360,000 per month by uploading just one video a day? Here's exactly how they're doing it. Number one, they've got major structural niche advantages. This is an important factor that most people do not consider, but it is the most important factor into how they're actually able to do this. See, all opportunities are not created equal, and police body cam specifically has some major structural advantages. For police body cam, the owner is not on camera. This means that they can actually upload more videos to make more revenue without creating more work for the owner themselves. This makes it highly scalable. And not only that, but they also have unlimited videos. They have unlimited footage because as long as there is crime in the US, they've got new videos. And most people don't know this, but because all of the videos are police body cam, they're actually owned by the government, which means that there is zero copyright on all the footage. There is absolutely no copyright. And so anybody can take this footage and upload it onto YouTube and never face any risks when it comes to copyright. But not only that, when you combine it with the fact that most people just don't know how to get footage from the police departments, it creates a huge moat for Midwest safety where they don't have as many new people actually able to get into the space because they just don't know how to get that footage versus Midwest safety that already knows how to do it. When you combine those structural advantages into a niche that has such a high demand, you get something very powerful. And I'll actually show you this. Midwest Safety right now is making $4.50 per 1,000 views. This is how much that YouTube is actually paying them every time they get 1,000 views. And so if we go onto their channel and we go to videos, we go to popular, and we go to one of their videos right over here, this video has 19 million views. So if you do the numbers, 19 million divided by 1,000 times 4.5, and that is $85,000 on this one video just from YouTube's AdSense program, which is the program that YouTube actually pays creators every time somebody watches an ad. That is not even factoring in any of the brands partnerships that they might have or any of the sponsors of the videos. And so you can quickly see how powerful this can get. And so Midwest Safety is in an extremely high ceiling opportunity. And so the reason why they're able to reach $360,000 per month is because they do have a structural advantage. But they're only able to hit numbers like this if they go viral. So the question is, how are they able to go viral so consistently? Because they're getting hundreds of thousands of views per video, actually millions of views per video. How are they able to actually do that? They're able to do this through something called engineered virality. Most people think that going viral is completely random and that it's just kind of luck. That is not the approach that Midwest Safety takes. Let me just tell you. Going viral is very simple. There's two things you need. You need people to actually click on your videos and you need people to watch your videos. Very simple. The equation for this is CTR, which is how many people out of 100 actually click on your video when it's on the homepage as an example. And then you need retention, which is when they do click on that video, how much of that video are they watching on average? So CTR plus retention equals virality. And let's break down how they're actually doing it. So when we go onto their popular page, you'll find that their best performing videos from a click-through rate standpoint all have pretty short titles. Like if you notice, this video over here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words in it. If you look at this video over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 words in the title. Look at this video, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words in the title. And you notice that most of these videos have very short titles, between like 7 to 9 words. And there's a specific reason for this. The reason is when the title is so short, you're able to actually see the entire title, not only on mobile phones, on laptops, also on computers. This means that no matter which device somebody's on, they're able to actually get the full title. Not only that, but shorter titles take less brain processing power to actually process. This means that somebody can feel the impact of your title a lot faster without even having to think because it's so short versus longer titles. But I want you to notice something else as well. Notice the thumbnails. These thumbnails are not really that edited. These thumbnails are actually a screenshot from the exact videos, and this does something very, very effective. See, trust is at an all-time low on YouTube, and so whenever somebody just posts like a frame from their actual video, it builds a lot of trust because it's not highly manipulated, and so it doesn't look like the channel's actually done a lot to try to manipulate you to click. And so when you take a thumbnail that is raw like this and you put it on the homepage, you'll quickly see how much it actually stands out versus all these other highly polished and highly edited thumbnails. And so when you stand out in a crowd of so many others, you're able to actually get a lot more clicks. This is how they're able to get a click-through rate of between 8 to 12% in the bodycam space, which is exactly what you need to go viral in that niche. But see, click-through rate is only one half of the equation. Now you also need to dial in your retention, and let's take a look at how they're actually doing their retention. When it comes to retention, most people don't know this, but the most important time frame in your video is the first 30 seconds. This is historically when most of the people actually click off of your videos. And I'll show you what most retention graphs actually look like for most videos. On average, most people click off in the first 30 seconds because when they see the title and thumbnail, they're expecting something very specific, but for some reason, it's become such a popular thing to add so much fluff or so much context to prepare somebody to actually receive what it is that they want, that they clicked on in the first place. And so by the time the video finally gets to the point of the title and the thumbnail, people have already left. They've already clicked off. And here is how Midwest Safety actually combats this. I'll give you a real example. Let's click on this video right over here. Immature teens get a huge reality check. This is one of their most popular videos.
Okay, but they don't saw y'all breaking stuff. Sir, get up.
Hey, wake him up,
Sir.
Notice the first 5 seconds. They just dove straight into the video. And not only that, but they've also actually created context. They've created context, as the lady just said. I noticed y'all breaking stuff, so you already kind of know what the context is about. And not only that, they also added emotional tension by adding confrontation. This is a confrontation situation. By diving straight into the video and adding context and also adding some emotional tension, this is exactly how they're able to actually get you to stay onto the video within the first 30 seconds. And then they keep you watching through their editing, or really lack thereof, according to conventional standards. All they do is actually cut out dead air or boring parts so that there is less time and less space between interesting moments or somebody actually saying something. But they don't really add a lot of extra stuff or extra editing because they know that people clicked on the video to see bodycam specifically, not to see a whole lot of editing or graphics or animations. This approach focuses on real value specifically, and they pack that real value as tight as possible. This is insanely high retention. And so they figured out the winning formula to engineer virality. And what they've actually done is they've created certain processes that they're then able to actually give to their team, which then go ahead and actually do all the operations and most of the work. And here's how the owners actually structured the team so that they're able to actually create the videos for him so that he doesn't have to do all of the heavy load and all of the work. Midwest Safety has 2 teams or departments. They've got the FOIA team, which you can call the Freedom of Information team. This is the team that reaches out to the police. And then you've got the productions team. This is the team that takes the footage and actually does all the editing and everything involved to go ahead and actually publish it on YouTube. The FOIA team is very simple. It's comprised of FOIA case finders. These are people that actually specialize in finding specific police body cam cases. And then you've got FOIA requesters. These are people that once the case has been identified, they go ahead and actually email or they reach out to the various police departments to get that footage from the police. They type up like an email that looks like a email written by an actual lawyer. On the production side, it's very simple. Once the FOIA team gets that body cam case from the police and they now have the footage, then they send it to the productions team. The productions team is also very simple. Once they get that footage, it gets sent to a scriptwriter. This is a person that actually watches all that footage and then goes ahead and writes the storyline from start to finish with kind of the timestamps of where to put what. And once the scriptwriter has written the story, it then gets sent over to the editor, which then goes ahead and follows the exact script and creates that final video with all the editing, with the voiceover, if there's any voiceover, and with all of the captions. So you've got the FOIA team, you've got the production team, and then at the very top, you've got the manager or the strategist. This is the person that actually is responsible for all the metrics. He comes up with the title for the video and the thumbnails that it actually can get clicks. Now, from speaking with the owners of Midwest Safety, they actually have two specific owners, and what they've done is they've actually delegated so that one owner is responsible for the FOIA team and one owner is responsible for the productions team. The way they came up with this structure is that they both actually used to be running their own smaller body cam channels, and they were doing between $10,000 to $30,000 per month at that time. But as the space kind of grew, more and more competitors jumped in, and eventually they decided to actually integrate their channels together and then divide the roles, with one owner being responsible for this part and one owner being responsible for this part. And so instead of having 100% of a $30,000 per month pie, they would rather split it 50-50 of a $360,000 per month channel. And so by entering a niche that has major structural advantages, literally engineering virality and creating a team structure that can actually execute and upload one video a day, this is exactly how Midwest Safety has been able to do $360,000 per month with their body cam channel. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button to get more practical YouTube business videos. And if you want to build a profitable YouTube channel, I put everything I know down in the link below.